Alright, cool. So here is some advice to help you to stop overthinking. Alright, so first off, I'll start with the reasons why people tend to overthink for long periods of time. So it first of all starts from childhood, as we all know it. It starts from childhood. People don't start to overthink when they're adults, but rather it starts from childhood, from way back, right? Normally it starts when parents or people around you tell you that you are smart, you're a smart boy, you're very intelligent, stuff like this. When you hear stuff like this as a child, you tend to believe that you are able to produce smart things by yourself without external help. But here's the problem: we as humans, we are not born with intrinsic knowledge. We have to sense or gain information from outside, process that information, make sense out of it, and then give it out. Okay, so um, I'm sure by now you would be able to look back into your past and try to understand why said people have said those things to you. It could be some form of way of just boosting your motivation, making you feel good, but in a way, um, it could be damaging to you by making you feel like you are the producer of information, of knowledge, of wit, of wisdom, and of smartness. You're not. All right. So, like I said, we as humans are not born with intrinsic knowledge. We have to get knowledge from outside. So, what does that tell you? No matter what level of knowledge that you have right now, it's just because you got it from outside. It's not from you. Okay. So, and one thing about the human, or one thing about humans, is that humans have this special ability to hear things from people. So, for example, if you listen to two people talk and you hear their conversation, you're able to actually um, make more out of it. You're able to get a higher knowledge of understanding that than they do themselves. We have that special knowledge. It's like you're watching two people play a game of chess, right? You're able to see more moves because you're outside. That's exactly. So if you wanna if you wanna stop overthinking, just just understand it from today that knowledge does not come out from you. You are not smarter than your fellow human species, and you need knowledge from outside. And if you want to get knowledge, the best way is by what? Talking to people. You need to communicate with people, because as soon as you hear people speak, you're able to have an outside view, a much more comfortable and balanced view, to be able to see even more, a higher level of understanding that that person himself has seen. Right? So you need to be much more communicative. You need to speak up more, get more, in order for you to solve your overthinking problem. Because here's the thing: we can only work with the knowledge that we have received. So if you are overthinking, you're only working in a limited space of knowledge. So in order for you to be much more efficient, you need to what? You need to speak to people. You need to share that knowledge, get feedback, and you're able to even faster understand whatever you're trying to understand. Okay? So first things first, the problem is we believe that smartness, knowledge, wisdom comes from us. We believe that we are on some kind of level of smartness than everybody else. We believe that we are able to think out think think out things by ourselves, which is wrong, because we can't. We're not born with knowledge. If you don't show a human being any form of knowledge from birth until he's old, he will not know anything. Absolutely nothing. Okay? So that's why it's good for us to always listen and gain knowledge and speak to people and share knowledge. Okay? So yeah, so that's that. So the reason for that is what? Thinking that you are smart. And what does it cause? It causes you to limit yourself. It causes you much more mental stress. It causes you to dissociate from the society. It causes you to have bad relationships. which you don't want, and it also has other side effects, other mental side effects on the person overthinking. So what do you want to do today? You need to go outside, speak to people, no matter what you're going through. No matter, is it a girlfriend? Is it your mom, your dad, your teacher? You, you, you don't have the answer. No matter what the problem is, you need to speak to them and gain the knowledge. Because what? We can't know everything. We can't. There's a million possibilities. And we don't need a million possibilities. We need just one. Which is why we need to what? Speak to people and gain that knowledge. Start from today. Thank you and follow me for more.